What's going on, guys? Welcome on back to Matt DIY. So today we got another quick oil change video for you. This is going to be for a 2023 Honda HR-V with the 2.0 liter engine. This will work for any HR-V from 2022 to 2024 and beyond, as long as they're making this 2.0 liter engine. So pretty simple. Let me flip you around. I'll show you what you're going to need for the job, and then we'll go ahead and dive right into it. All right, guys, so looking top side of the engine here, it's pretty simple. We've got your fill cap right here. This takes 0W20, pretty common in the Hondas. We've got your dipstick right there. And then tools you're gonna need is pretty simple. You're just gonna need a Phillips head screwdriver or a bit on your screw gun. Then you got a flathead screwdriver, which I'll show you. These are both for underneath. You got a socket wrench with a 17mm for your oil drain plug. And you might need a pair of channel locks to get the filter off, depending on how hard somebody drove that filter home last time. And then we've got the new oil. We just got a full synthetic 0W20. And then the filter on this car, which again is pretty common across Honda, is we're using the Fram XG7317 ultra synthetic filter on this car as well. So now we're going to go underneath. I'm going to show you how to remove the protective panel that's under there. And then we'll get that out of the way, and then we'll start draining the oil. All right, guys, so first step underneath the car here, we've got a, looks like an aluminum plate or whatever you want to call it, held on by, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 Phillips screws. And then we've got 4 plastic, I don't know what you call them, rivets or whatever. It looks like you twist them, and then they, yeah, that was easy. Then they pop right out. So just do that, and then the 4 Phillips, and it should come down. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll come back to you once this is out of our way. Alrighty, guys, so we're going to get the oil drain plug loose. Hopefully it comes nice and easy. So let's move this pan out of the way for a second. I like to just give it an old tap. Nice. So whoever did this last didn't drive it home, which is great. And now we're going to take it out by hand, and hopefully we don't make a mess. Looks like there is no, oh, there is a crush washer here, so I'll try and capture that before it gets lost in the pan. Although that's always tough to do. But there we go. And I'm just going to take it out the rest of the way. And there we have it. We'll just let her drain until it starts trickling, and we'll come back and we'll put the plug back in. All right, guys, so it's just dripping a little bit, so we're gonna go ahead and put the plug back in. Should thread in there nice and easy. You don't really need to replace the crush washer if it's in good condition. It'll seal up just fine, so we'll tighten that back in there. Just wipe up any residual oil. Get that out of the way, and then we'll tighten it. And this part is very important, so that the next time you do this, it's easy. So you want to get your socket wrench on there and just give it a nice little tug until it's snug, and then with one hand, 1, 2, 3. I can't really pull on it anymore with one hand. That's all you need. That washer will seal it, and you don't need to go any tighter. All right, let's move on to the filter. All right, guys, and then we got your filter right up here. It's kind of on an angle, and I actually think that's kind of cool how they did that, because it's going to easily drain out a little bit easier, so you won't get it all over your hands. So I'm just going to get my channel locks up in here. I apologize if it's hard to see, but they tightened it a little bit too hard last time, so I'm just going to give it a twist with these. She's really on there. Sometimes this happens, but just grab it and turn it a couple times until you think you can get the rest of it with your hand, like so. And I'm just going to get my hand up in here and twist it the rest of the way off. And I think it'll probably start dripping, so I'll let it kind of drain when it does that, just so I don't get it all over my hands. Make sure your pan's in a good place. And I'm just gonna let that drain a little bit, and then I'll twist it the rest of the way off, and we'll come back to you when we put the new filter back on. All right, guys, we got our new Fram filter right here. So I just dip my finger in some oil, and I'm just rubbing it right on the gasket. So it makes a nice seal. Let's get a nice even coating on there. I'm gonna wipe my hand off again. Okay. And we'll get the new filter right up in here. Remember, it's on an angle, so don't cross thread it. Just put it up nice and easy until it kind of grabs. There, looks like I got it now. And just spin her back on. All right. And you're not going to use channel locks to tighten it. Just take your hand, similar to how we did the drain plug, and just with one hand, tighten it until you can't anymore. And that's it. Stop. And I'm just going to wipe up any residual oil that's up around the engine here. And then the good news is, guys, besides putting the bottom panel back on, which I'm sure you can do the reverse of what I showed you, super easy, put those screws back on. We're done down here. So we're going to go up top and fill her up. Guys, apologies, we run out of daylight here, but all that's left to do is fill it and then check the level. So these 2.0 engines take about 4.2 quarts, so that's what I'm going to start with, and then we'll measure it from there. And I do have a funnel as well. You don't have to use one, but just because we're running out of daylight here, I decided to go ahead and throw the funnel on, and we're just going to start filling it up with the synthetic OW20. So I'll go ahead and put about 4.2 quarts in here, and then we'll come back when we check the dipstick and show you where the level's at and give you a better idea of how much ours took. Alrighty folks, so now we're going to go ahead and check the level on the dipstick. So it's just this orange guy right on top. So first pull, always pull it out and just wipe it off completely. Don't even really look at it. We're going to feed it right back down until it clicks. Pull it back up. And we'll see here. It's probably hard for you guys to see. So looks like we're just over that line for a low level. So I'm probably just going to add a little bit more. So if I were a betting person, I guess you could say, this car actually takes more like 4.5 quarts. So I'd probably say just go ahead and put 4.5 in, and you're going to be more than fine. So that's what we're going to do here, and we're going to call it a day. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and reset the oil life counter. So basically, you just press the home button and then go to the maintenance screen. And you can see how it says 10%. So we're going to go ahead and get that reset. So once you get to that oil life screen there, just hold the center button down for about 10 seconds. And then you'll get to the maintenance reset. And you're looking for item B. That's your oil and filter. So go ahead and select that. And there we go, oil life 100%. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully it helped you change your oil in your HR-V. We did this on a 2023 model, but as I said at the beginning, this will work for 2022 through 2024 and beyond, as long as you got the 2.0 liter with OW20 oil. So that's about it, guys. It looks like it takes about 4.5 quarts after doing it instead of the 4.2 that the manufacturer said, but that's pretty typical, I've found. So get yourself 4.5 and you'll be good to go. Anyways, guys, if this helped you out, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you like things like this, and also drop a comment down below if you have any questions, concerns, anything of that nature. Without further ado, guys, always remember to get out there, do it yourself.